Hello, guys. Hi. Welcome to another beautiful episode of Spedeveryday. Yes, it's a new season, and all we're gonna do this season is spread some love, show some love, give some love, embrace a lot of love, and of course, support our individuals with exceptionalities by giving that love. This is your girl, Bola Fatoki. To all my subscribers out there, I want to say thank you very much. And for all of you that watch my videos and still send it out to others to watch, because you know what? You guys don't want to hoard it. You guys don't want to keep it to yourselves. And you know that people are going to learn from it. I want to say thank you so much. If you are watching for the first time, welcome to the Spedeveryday family, where we support our individuals with exceptionalities, with their academics, social skills, behavioral skills, and also in implementing and giving strategies that would help them for a better future. I mean, transition in life, seamless transition. Today, I'll continue on the topic inclusion at home, inclusion in the community. I am going to be focusing mainly about today with inclusion in the family. How do we support our individuals' exceptionalities at home? With siblings, with other family members that live with us. How do we do that? What are the strategies to use in supporting these individuals? First of all, remember that it takes everybody in the family to actually be bonded together and live as family if they communicate and work together as one. I said one. Yes. So do you think your child has speech impairment, or that your child doesn't communicate, or he won't even look at me in the eyes, or he doesn't even want to associate with his other siblings? Or do you think your spouse would just want to be left alone in the house? How do you support this individual? How do you make your family and your home an inclusive environment? What strategies are we going to use today? I'll be discussing 6 strategies that you would use in your home to help support an individual that lives with you that needs special education support or is of high need of your support to be a better person in the home and to serve his or her home part as a family member. Number 1, can we support someone without goals? No. So as a family, you want to create goals together as one. You know, it is always important when there's communication and everybody has an expectation or know what they're about to do. So if you have a child in your home that has autism, that doesn't want to interact with others, yes, and the child has other siblings, or maybe you just got married and there's a stepdaddy or a stepmom, or is there a grandma that just moved into your home, or someone that's not been there, maybe your own siblings, your younger ones, or someone in the family, someone new to the family, or someone has been living in the family for a long time, but they still don't understand how to support this child. You all want to have a round table, have your coffee, some cupcakes, or whatever you like to eat in your family. Sit down and discuss. What do you think Mr. A or A needs? What do you think Charles, Michael, Andrew, Tokbe, Tiwa, what do you think they need to be able to be a better person and to be part of this family and to do activities with these people in the family, with every other person? So write out the goals. I always tell people, because you want the goals to be consistent and you want it to go around, wherever, in every environment of that individual. Talk to teachers in school. If your child already has an individualized education plan that they are working on in school, ask the teacher, what are the social skills you're trying to build? What are the goals in this area? What are the goals in this area? So that you can take the same goal home. And guess what? Don't just think that you want to do it yourself. If there's any therapist or professional or specialist working with your child already on some certain goals, you want to talk to them as well, so that you bring that to a round table in your home and discuss how each member will be able to support this child with those goals as well. Again, number 1, work as a family to develop goals and objectives. And not just as a family, like I'm alone in the family. Talk to therapists, specialists, and other people in the life of your kid. Talk to other adults in the school, the educators in their lives, the therapists, the specialists in their lives. Talk to them so that you all will be on the same page. Remember, supporting a child with exceptionalities is not a one-size-fits-all. So do not just assume that because Mr. Hay has done this child for the child, or they are working on this for their own child, you have to do the same. No. Meet your child where he is at the moment. Then, number 2, are there other people in the house, like I said earlier, siblings, that you think or know better? What are the things that they can use? Ask them questions. Let them make contributions. Let them contribute. Let them communicate. Okay, Michael is part of a family. What are the things you think you can do to support Michael even better? What have you observed with Michael? One thing I always tell people is that one person cannot observe it all. One person in the home cannot see it all. Sometimes mothers and fathers always feel like, oh, I know better. I know my child. This is what my child needs. But you won't believe it. Siblings and other children of the same age sees some other things that we may not catch. Because guess what? Most times they are in the room together. Most times they play games together. Most times they see them do other activities together. So you want to involve those little bitties in your home, those little ones that you think are not watching or not paying attention. And you're not just asking questions because you want to know. You're also asking questions so that these other siblings or other adults or other peers living in the same home with you can understand that they are in this with you together, and they also have a part to play in supporting their sibling or their cousin or the family member living with them. What else? Number 3, practice first with other siblings. What are those goals that you've decided to work on at home? Then you need to practice first, because we have other children in the home that may not understand what is expected or what we are looking for or how to teach those goals. Remember, you're trying to target a child, but when targeting that child, you want to make sure that everything you're telling this child, works in the home or with everybody in the home. So don't just feel that, oh, this child needs special attention or special support, so we're going to focus on that child. No, the other child may feel left out as well. If that child is as jealous as I was when I was a child, oh my God, that child will be so left out and will feel abandoned or feel like, oh, all attention is on my brother, all attention is on my sister. Yes, it's possible we just, I won't say neglect them, but we don't pay attention as much to the emotions of the other children when we're trying to support their sibling with special education needs. So make sure you practice those goals and what you want to see with a child. Let them know the expectation. Let them know this is what we're going to do to be able to support your sibling or your younger one in the home together. So with that, they are looking as well. And they are looking not just because they want to look or they want to catch the wrong, but also let them understand that at this time, we are focusing on the positive. And this takes me to my number 4 point. So that when they look, you would have the opportunity to be able to reinforce the behavior that you want to see. So they say or do that positive goal, that thing that you're working on, did they do it? The sibling caught it. Both the sibling and that child you're trying to help gets a reward. So make sure your house is full of those lovely things that your child wants or that catches them or they want or they need or they like to have, so that you can use those as the reinforcement. Like I said, reinforce, reinforce, reinforce. Then in your home, don't just make hands-on or manipulative a practice at school. Parents, it's time to get all those things going. What are the manipulative that can help our child? Or is it technology that can help this child? We want to build activities around these manipulatives. Remember, your child may not just lack those social skills that they need to be able to interact with others. It may even be some academic goals that you're trying to work with at home. It may be some physical goals. It may be some behavioral goals. So you want to use manipulatives. You want to use hands-on. What are these hands-on? You can even use games, board games, card games, all these games that, like parents play the Ludo, they play Uno, they play all these card games, the real card games, and board games, Scrabbles. So you want to use this to get out and play roles in your child's life so that they can give back to you. And how best can we do this? By making sure you set a time for family time. This will serve as your group time in the family. I know, yes, somebody is already saying, when do I have the time to do this? Guess what? If you don't create that time now, in future, these kids, they would be with us with, in fact, imagine your child now growing into an adult and needs more support. It's overwhelming taking care of a child with special education needs. It's very overwhelming, I must say. But we need to just create that time. Even if your family time will be 15 minutes a day, or 30 minutes, or 20 minutes, how much can you give? You know, those times that we spend on our computers, on our phone, because we are targeting the future and we're trying to help our child, you know, grow into a future that would accept them, and for them to be able to bring out or give their best and reach their highest potential, we got to do it now. So let's use those card games to teach new skills that we want to see in the home. And remember, you are not just teaching those skills. When you are doing that, it looks like, oh, that's what I'm doing for my child with special education needs. But guess what? These skills is going across, and all with, of course, across every member of the family, every part of the family. So you're trying to teach those skills of teamwork, of taking turns, and you think you're teaching one person, even you are learning. Because as parents, sometimes we believe that we got it all, but we still need additional to be able to do it. Number 5, or is that number 6? Make your house a visual environment. Let your child visualize it. Let everybody in the house visualize it. When I mean visualize, you can create schedules, you can create posters, or, you know, stories around the house, in the child's room, where they can see and embrace what you're actually expecting. When the child is working on taking turns, you can put stories, posters of turn-taking children, what they are doing in the poster. When your child is trying to learn maybe some words or trying to learn how to behave, you can create posters. Or is this schedule? Let your child look forward to that family time. Put the schedule down. Set an alarm. Do you have an Alexa? You can just imagine our family time is at 6 o'clock and here. Oh, your child is running to it. Especially if that child has autism. He's running to that alarm to tell you or to everybody to alert them that it's time, family time. Don't make it boring. Spread your wings. And how can you do that? Just think, observe, and see what your child loves to do. And lastly, do not leave your child with special education needs out of the home chore. How do we make our lives better at home? When every family member puts in, this one puts in, this one does that, let that child be part of the family. Find chores that this child is able to do. It makes everybody feel included, and that is what, not just to feel included, but to be included in the family. And praise them for doing it. Yes, you did your part. You washed the plate. Well, parents, if you're like me, you'll be like, oh, he's going to spill water all over and I have to clean up. Let us do the cleaning up. You can even decide to share the chore. If one of the siblings washes the plate, the other sibling may be the one cleaning the floor where the water just spilled, or one of them putting it back. But this is just to make sure that, you know, when there's an inclusive environment in the home, nobody is leaving anybody out. You see the sibling knowing that at least if I don't get my brother or my sister's attention all day, there's a particular time every day that we have and we come together as family. I know it's easy to just forget. It's easy to just neglect. It's easy to be overwhelmed and believe that, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Now is the time, guys. If you are a expert everyday subscriber, or you're watching this and you're not doing it now, oh no, you're setting your child up for failure, and I don't want you to do that. So today, I want you to think about what I've said. I want you to process it and just try it out. Have you tried some of it before? Have you done it before? Maybe you were not consistent enough. Maybe things happened. Of course, things happen every day. And you said, okay, I'm going to do it some other time. Guess what? This is the time to try it again. And not just try it today and think that it's going to work today. Try it consistently. And I must tell you, it's going to work. We're going to see results. Our most important goal and target is to be able to let our children with special education needs reach their highest potential. You can do it. I can do it. And if one person starts it, the community is growing to be progressive in creating awareness for inclusion for our children with exceptionalities, and this will spread across. Thank you so much for watching me today. God bless you, and I'll see you next week. Again, don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel if you're watching for the first time, Spedeveryday. And guess what? Did I tell you before that Spedeveryday Yoruba is out? So do you know a Nigerian that speaks Yoruba or understands Yoruba? Just tell them to subscribe to this YouTube channel as well, because the next video you'll be watching will be Spedeveryday Yoruba. Take care and adios. Bye.